Hi everyone! Welcome to the stress class. I have been doing some deep breathing and practicing stress relieving techniques before class, so here we go. I have been praying so much for God to give me the words that would be beneficial to you and that would help you to have a better life, so I pray this is helpful to you. If you're popping on, say hi. I would love to know that you're here with me and getting value out of this class. So let's begin. So stress, the word that we use to describe the way life and pressure and changes and relationships can shake us. That's the feeling when physically and emotionally and relationally we feel completely tapped out. So how do we find relief from stress? And even more importantly, what are some tools to decrease the negative effects on our bodies when we are experiencing stress? Okay, so my name is Trista and I have 3 kiddos, ages 5, 8, and 16, and we're a very busy home. We've been using essential oils for the last 3 years, almost 3 years now. We got started when we started diffusing for my sleep, and right away my husband was like, oh yeah, we need to get these in our house. So we did, and we never looked back. I was actually somebody that didn't sleep well. And in fact, my husband had just gone through a sleep study to try and help his snoring because it kept waking me up. And then oils came into our lives. So that's another story for another time. But we're here tonight to talk about emotions and stress. Thank you, Jody. That's awesome. I'm actually more excited about this class than any other class because this is what really changed things for me. Oils really made a big jump in my emotional well-being and in my hormonal well-being, and not just while I was sleeping, but all the time. This is where I saw the biggest change. So so I'm so excited to be teaching on that. So first of all, I'm not a doctor. Just to say that first, I do believe in seeing a doctor if you're having medical problems, and if stress is more than just stress and you're experiencing more, please seek help through a medical provider. But that being said, ask any questions that you have or that come up, and I'm happy to answer them the best that I can or direct you in ways to seek an answer for them. Comment and tag people that may benefit from this so that we can all share in this great information as well. And I'll try and take breaks and read the comments as I go. I'm not always so good at staying on task and focused and being able to read the comments, so I'll do my best in that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I would love for you to answer how stress makes you feel and where in your body you feel it and what is really causing stress for you right now in your life. For me, stress feels like a weight or an overwhelming feeling, usually in my shoulders, sometimes in my head, sometimes in my stomach. I'll get like stomach ache from being stressed. So how does that feel to you? If you're alive, you've had stress, right? Stress is a natural physical and mental reaction to both good and bad experiences that we can actually have benefit in our lives from. Your body responds to stress by releasing hormones and increasing your heart rate and your breathing rate, and that's the fight or flight response that we have. Your brain gets more oxygen, allowing you to quickly respond to the situation. In short term, stress is actually good for us. It helps us get through tough situations. Stress can be triggered also, though, by bad situations, responsibilities at work and home, things from death of a loved one or physical illness all can cause chronic stress to happen where we are living in that state of stress all the time. Chronic stress can keep your body in stress levels elevated far longer than what's good for you. Chronic stress can cause a variety of symptoms and can affect your overall health and well-being. Stress stored and fought in our body is possibly the number one danger for our health. I would declare that the inability to effectively cope with stress is the main culprit for countless situations and even diseases. A stressed body is one filled with inflammation, and inflammation is the exact opposite of what we want for health and wellness. We've all felt stressed to the point where we are worn down, and then our immune system starts to fail, and then we've pretty much worried ourselves sick. So we really need to make sure that we have the tools to help our bodies physically and emotionally deal with stress. And that's one of the biggest things that you can do for your body and for your health. So let's talk about stress reducing habits. Also, if you have a drink or not yet, go ahead and grab one, because I'm going to be drinking water throughout so that I don't get dried out. Feeling in your neck and your gut. You can't keep your head above water. Yep, I feel all of that, right? Absolutely. Okay, so there are 3 extremely simple steps that you can take anytime, anywhere, to help reduce your stress and help you cope with what you're going through. It's not a matter of tricking yourself, but just allowing yourself to address what's happening and live in the moment. So 3 things. Number 1 is breathe. The body needs oxygen, and it needs you to slow down for a minute. So it's okay to take a moment outside or in your closet or in your car and just breathe for a moment. It needs you to think instead of act. It needs you to feel instead of suppress. And the simple act of slowly taking a deep breath can accomplish so much more than what you'd imagine. The next thing is to focus. The act of prayer or meditation, taking a minute to think on what or whom you choose to focus on instead of what is threatening to take you over, is scientifically proven to help you cope with stress. So Dr. Roberta Lee wrote, research shows that people who are more religious or spiritual or use their spirituality to cope with things have a better life. They deal with stress better, they heal faster from illness, and they experience increased benefits in their health and well-being. In fact, on an intellectual level, spirituality connects you to the world, and when you feel connected to things, you don't feel like everything is your own fault and your own responsibility. You are connected to the bigger world. Okay, and then number 3 is to feel. Sometimes feeling the pain or the stress is the hardest thing, but it's what you need the most. So taking a moment and really thinking about what's happening, being in the moment, can really, really help with your stress level. Don't ever waste a life experience by refusing to process it. If you need professional help, realize that we all do from time to time, because some things are just simply too hard to feel all alone. So, where do essential oils play a role in all of this? Sometimes physically, we have a hard time breathing. We can't pray because our mind is so filled with things. We have a hard time getting our mind to stop and calm. We don't even know how to feel because we've numbed that feeling for so long. So, everyone has some level of emotional toxicity that's built up over their life through traumas, both big and small. For this purpose, trauma is defined as anything where you got less than what you needed and weren't equipped to process it. These traumas actually get stored deep in our cellular memory, in our cell's DNA. That's where the limbic system of our brain and essential oils and our bodies can all work together on the deepest level. So, the limbic system of the brain is primarily responsible for our emotional life and also controls functions including the rush of adrenaline, things like our behavior, our motivation, long-term memory, sense of smell, things like that. So the sense of smell is also directly connected to the limbic system, meaning simply inhaling something like essential oils can have an immediate and profound impact on our well-being and on our bodies. The simplest version of this is that you can stop and choose the signals being sent through your body. You have that power to choose. You can use physical tools like oils to assist your mind in making good mental choices. You can support your spirit by helping your mind to still, calm for a moment, and pray and meditate on truths in a focused way. So let's go ahead and do that. If you have an oil by you, go ahead and grab it. If not, you can practice just deep breathing. So I'll take an oil and put it in a drop in my hand. And we're just practicing taking deep breaths and focusing our mind. So I'll take 3 big breaths. And so your goal should be to count to 3 as you're breathing in and count to 3 as you're breathing out. And then allowing the essential oil to come into your body. So hopefully I'm a lot more calm now. Okay, so essential oils can penetrate cell membranes and cross the blood-brain barrier. Most of us know that, within seconds. This allows them to reach the emotional center of our brain, and that's where emotions are stored in our brain. Essential oils support the body to come back into balance without harmful side effects or chemical-based products. They can have a powerful influence over how we think, how we feel, and how we behave. Because oils have the ability to find that balance for us, they can help us bring ourselves back into balance simply by breathing them in. Many studies have been done on the benefits of aromatherapy when stressed, worn, or tired. There are long, intensive studies. All you have to do is do a quick Google search and you'll find tons of reading to be done on that topic. I won't make you bored with all of the reading here, but I'll just give you a tiny piece of science here. The scent of essential oils can stimulate brain pathways, including our limbic system, which is connected to our emotional responses and memories. Studies using EEG, the brainwave studies, and brain imaging MRIs show significant changes when aromatherapy is used. So if somebody is diffusing something, you can see the changes from the brain in those scans. The non-scientific version of this is, do you remember the toy giraffes where you pull on a string and the giraffe can stand up, and then you push a button and it collapses? The idea with that is our bodies, brains, and emotions are taut and high-strung with stress, causing tension from our shoulders to our nerves. We've all felt that, and everything in between. Oils come in and send a message to that tension and say, it's safe, it's okay to be relaxed and to let go and feel the feelings. Even our great-great-great-grandmothers knew that lavender was perfect for pillows and mattresses and fainting ladies. It's absolutely nothing new to know that plants can be used for calming and well-being. While there are different methods of application when using essential oils, it's widely agreed that smelling the oil is most beneficial when it comes to calming. So if you're looking for something to calm you, smelling it is the most beneficial. So for me, I often put them on my wrists or over my heart, or I'll diffuse in the house or in the car, and I make a point of smelling either from my skin or from the bottle while I'm getting it set up to just go ahead and get it into my cells and into my brain. So some of my favorite calming oils, the most popular oil is probably lavender. Lavender can promote a sense of sleep and a sense of calming. Studies show it can physically slow your heart rate in the middle of a panic. So lavender is very, very important and very powerful. I use this one personally to help when I'm feeling frustrated or irritable, along with many other uses. My go-to easy button oils for stress are Stress Away, Peace and Calming, and Valor. They are so peaceful, but Valor specifically I use every single day. Specifically if I am doing anything that involves fear or worry, Valor is my go-to oil. Lemon is another one great for calming. Studies have shown that just inhaling lemon essential oil can help your feelings of sadness decrease and increase your mood. Lemon helps me focus and concentrate and makes me feel more cheery, so I like to diffuse that, especially in the morning. Some oils you might not think about are things like Panaway. So especially if I am feeling pain from stress, so if I'm tensing up and feeling the pain, I'll go ahead and roll it on wherever I'm feeling that pain, but also diffusing it can help me release that emotion. And then Diazinon Peppermint if I'm feeling anything in my stomach in regards to the stress. If I'm stressing and causing a stomach ache, then I will put that on or put it in the diffuser and help to let go of that stress. Grounding oils are oils that bring you back to nature, things that give you peace, like when you walk on grass barefoot or when you walk on the beach. Those feelings ground us, and there's almost a sense of smell to that memory for me. I don't know if you guys can smell it as well, but grounding oils are often made from trees like frankincense. Frankincense has super, super powerful healing properties, both physically and emotionally. and it releases feelings of things like dwelling on the past or of worthlessness. Such a powerful oil. It promotes the ability to focus and to breathe. Such a great one to have in your toolbox, especially for kiddos. I love diffusing this one at night, or if I'm super stressed out, I'll put a drop on the top of my head. When I was preparing this class, I was putting frankincense on all the time. Another grounding oil is Northern Lights Black Spruce. This one helps clear emotional blockages, releases feelings of nervousness, and melancholy. I don't know about you, but melancholy is one of my top feelings when I'm stressed out. I have such little motivation and just feel blah. So this is a great oil for that. Okay, next we're going to talk about the importance of supporting our thyroid and adrenals. And this is one of the areas that I've seen tremendous support in myself, especially with my emotions. So if you spent life under stress, which who hasn't, your adrenals are most certainly depleted and they need nourishment and support and love. So one of the biggest things that we can do to support our adrenals is vitamin B. Vitamin Bs are key for combating adrenal fatigue. Super B is a supplement Young Living has formulated that is so beneficial for me. It has pure therapeutic grade nutmeg essential oil, essential minerals, an all natural source of folate, vitamin B12 that's easy for our bodies to absorb, plus 6 other essential B vitamins. For me, Super B lifts that weight, that heaviness of stress, and it gives me back energy that stress steals from me. So this has been huge. The other thing that I do for my adrenals is Endoflex. I've been using Endoflex for over 2 years now. I roll it directly on my neck. I have a roller bottle on the top, and I roll it directly on my neck and over my adrenals on my back every single day. It has spearmint, geranium, myrtle, nutmeg, and German chamomile in it. And for me, this oil has been so amazing at balancing my emotions and giving me back my energy. And while working with my doctor, I've actually been able to go off of my thyroid supporting medications while using that oil. In addition to Endoflex, I use Progessence Plus every single day, and this has dramatically changed my hormones with this oil. So it has caused me to go from completely out of whack with my hormones to a regular cycle, which has been tremendous. Unbalanced hormones can lead us to feeling constantly on edge or moody, not to mention feeling fatigue, insomnia, weight gain, memory loss, and other health issues. Progessence Plus is made out of all-natural progesterone from wild yams. And this is another one that I use every single day. And in fact, when I stopped using it, my husband was the one that initially was like, you know, your emotions were a lot more balanced when you were using that oil. So I started using it again, and I haven't stopped since. Another important key to controlling our stress is gut health. That might seem kind of strange to talk about our digestive system during a stress class, but the truth is your gut and your brain are tightly connected and communicate back and forth throughout the day. So the impact of poor gut health on the brain has been scientifically linked to a range of illnesses, including things like ADHD, autism, chronic fatigue, OCD, anxiety and depression, and many other things. So good bacteria help our gut feel healthy. It aids in digestion, absorbing nutrients. It controls our metabolism, reduces toxins, all the good things. But the hormones secreted during a stress response contribute to the overall growth of bad bacteria, which leads into a vicious cycle of bad bacteria increased bad emotions and just continually cycling. So poor gut health can contribute to negative emotions. So the first thing that you can do, and most importantly, is eating a healthy, well-balanced, nutrient-rich diet, which we all know, but it's hard sometimes to. Another thing is drinking plenty of water and taking high-quality probiotics, high quality being the number one important thing. It's also very important to relax when you're eating so that your gut has the ability to do what it's supposed to be doing. Okay. One of the last things that we're going to talk about in regards to stress and health of stress is rest. We all know rest is so super important. It's key in coping with anything, really. It's absolutely irreplaceable for our health in all areas. It seems like our hectic schedules and our crazy calendars are always in a battle to steal our rest from us, but really it's the most important thing, and we have to commit to protecting it. Sleep is highly personal and different for every person, so it can be kind of hard to find what works and what helps you in that area. But for me, diffusing at night has been one of the best things that I could ever do for my sleep. So, all that being said, if you haven't started supporting your body with essential oils, now is the time. I started with Young Living because they're the #1 company of oils. Unfortunately, not all companies are honest and trustworthy, and there isn't much regulation with essential oils, which can be very dangerous. I trust Young Living because they welcome people to visit their farms and see their distillation process and the tests they run on their oils. They don't compromise their values or integrity, and I really appreciate that. Many of the oils that we talked about come in the premium starter kit, which, friends, you will love these oils, guarantee. It's called the premium starter kit because it's a great place to start. It's how I got started and how most people get started. And it comes with 12 oils. So it comes in a box like this with 10 oils in a set like that. And then 2 more underneath, along with some cleaner and hand sanitizer and antioxidant drink, as well as a beautiful diffuser. So all of that is $165, which, to be honest, is a huge value. It's nearly 50% off the retail price. This month, in addition to that, Young Living is giving everybody a bottle of the Luscious Lemon Hand Soap. This is brand new. It smells so good. Even my teenager loves it, which is a good thing. And our team is giving back $20 to anybody that signs up to help cover the cost of shipping and of tax, but only for the next 4 days until the end of the month. So when you join a family of oilers who are supportive and helpful, so you're not in this alone. I certainly don't have all the answers, but I love the community that we have. So some common questions you may have and you may run into when you sign up are, does becoming a member mean you have to sell oils? Absolutely not. You are called a distributor when you first sign up because you have the option to share with others if you ever choose to, but you have no requirement to sell at all. Many people just use our oils and love them, and that's great for them. Another question is, what is Essential Rewards and is it required? Essential Rewards is a monthly wellness box program that we have where you choose products that you would like for the month, and Young Living gives you points back, 10% back for the first 3 months, and then 20% back until 2 years, and then 25% back. And you can use those points to buy oils or whatever. So a lot of people will buy their household goods, things like deodorant and toothpaste and their laundry soap through Young Living, and then they get points and use that for their oils. You get discounted shipping, and you earn free products as well. It's not required. However, I would highly recommend you click the box to join the first order so that you get the points back for this order, especially if you want this to be a life improving health and wellness program. This really is the best and cheapest way to get oils in your home. I will remind you before your next order ships, and we can cancel it at that time if you decide. Okay, another question I get is, can I purchase oils without joining? You absolutely can. You can go to youngliving.com and purchase them as a retail customer. You still have to create an account so that they can ship it to you and all of that. Or you can purchase a basic kit, which includes a bottle of Stress Away, and it's $35. And then you get the 24% off wholesale membership pricing for any products that you'd like after that. The premium starter kit also includes that discount. It's part of the $165. And then another question that I get is, where can I order? So you can go to tinyurl.com/TristaYL, like Young Living, and I'll put that in the link as well. And that's really all I have. So thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear what you found interesting or what you learned tonight. And I just hope that this was beneficial for you, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.